Personally, we always really appreciate the vacation watch. Once again, it's already in.
Yeah.
But we're on the way. I dropped this off, and then we're on the way to Raw.
On the way out, huh?
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, we do appreciate it.
Hey, officer, how
Hey,
you?
good, how are you?
Can I get your name and badge number, please?
Name's right here.
Right here?
Yeah.
H-E-R-E? Oh, Lyle. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Sir,
Yes.
did you respond to the call?
That's what I'm here for.
Okay, he was in the back lot. I asked him to leave. It's fenced off. There is signage. I'm waiting for a call from the postal inspectors about pressing charges for trespassing.
Okay. Now, was he in the fenced-in lot?
He was in the fenced-in area.
Okay.
I asked him to leave. He refused.
Okay. What was you doing back there, buddy?
Taking video and picture for a story I'm doing on the post office.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm.
There's no signage out there.
And there's
The only thing it says is no loiter.
Okay.
So I just took, it's open to the public. They have a place back there for the public to drop off
Okay.
mail. So if you want to walk out there with me, I'll go.
Definitely.
Maybe you can educate her. We're allowed to report on public property.
Trying to get. It's around my back.
Yeah, we can get through from there. We'll go around.
Okay.
I'll meet you back there.
Yep. We'll go back there. Sorry,
Sir,
man.
how are you?
Good. How are you? Surviving. Yeah, it's a pretty day at least.
Sometimes I talk, I'm narrating.
You post it on online or something, or
Usually, yeah. I thought one of these signs might have said it, but it must be for the inside. And first thing she said is, this is kind of tough to get federal.
yeah.
Federal property. Well, the signs say you can't back. There's the only sign there.
No loitering. Okay.
And that USPS Connect, is that a drop off for the public? No? Okay.
I told him he's more than welcome to film outside of the gate.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've already got it.
Do you happen to have your ID on you, buddy?
No,
You don't have it on you? Do you have your name? You know your name?
I'm not going to do that if I haven't committed a crime.
Okay.
You can call me Wayne.
Wayne?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Wayne. Well, kind of just at the point where I don't know what I'm going to do necessarily, but
You want to call a supervisor?
not right now.
Okay.
I will probably make a phone call here in a minute, though.
I'm
Just
still waiting.
Just hang out. Don't leave just yet, okay? If you don't mind.
Am I being detained or?
No.
Can you please step outside of the gates, though? We have
Off of the
vehicles
public
that come
property?
through here.
Oh, you're worried about my safety?
I told you that earlier.
Right over here. Nobody can hit me.
And do you want to give me your name, ma'am? Okay. What is your name?
Zona, Z-O-N-A-A. Rhodes, R-H-O-D-E-S.
Okay. And then, do you have your driver's license or anything on you?
I do in my car.
Yes.
I'm gonna go up front.
I'm sorry? You gotta go around up front?
Yeah.
Okay. Nine or 14, go ahead.
What is your location? 9 or 11 is having difficulty finding you.
My apologies, I'm in the back fencing lot behind the building.
He's not going to have this at all, correct?
Yeah.
I already told him I didn't give him my consent to film me, but apparently that doesn't stop people.
Yeah, there's a weird situation with that. I don't know if you ever heard of like the First Amendment,
Oh, I know.
folks.
I know.
That's kind of what I'm getting at is what this might be.
I told him he was more than welcome to film outside of these gates.
Yeah.
I told him he was not allowed to be inside the gates.
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to think of, because it does say no loitering, so if he hung around, I don't know what the law is on loitering, how long that is, or what that is, or anything like that. If he's just here for a minute and leaves, I don't know if we can consider that loitering. You see what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it, so let's see. So I've never really dealt with this kind of person before, but
Yeah.
the gate says no loitering as you come in.
40, the 12 volt
Okay.
was
That's
So was he
really
walking around the parking lot?
What's that?
Was he walking around the parking lot?
Yeah, he was walking
And
around
is
the
your
parking
NBC
lot.
closed?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, I closed the
Forty
NBC.
with 12, my
I
apologies.
made contact
Your
with him.
PTI
He
address.
refused to give me any of his information, obviously.
It's fine.
He's like, am I being detained? I said, no, it's nothing like that. I said, just seeing if you had info that you want to give me for the call
Well,
record.
they've asked him to leave,
Yep.
right?
Yep. And he said, no, it's public property. I can be here. And he told
But
me
he
that
can't.
too.
And it's actually federal regulations against him refusing to follow the instruction of the USPS employees.
Okay.
So if
See,
he
I didn't
needs,
know that. That's
yeah, if he
good.
needs to leave, then if they asked him to leave, he has to leave.
Okay. Well, he said he was going to go around the front and continue filming if I needed to talk to him again. And I was like, okay, I'll be around probably here in a little bit. So,
Yeah. I mean, the parking lot is what it is, but
Well,
He
19
doesn't come
11,
back through this
any of
gate.
the
He can film as much as he wants. He's allowed to film in the lobby, the front parking lot, but he can't be inside these gates. It's for
okay.
his
So you
safety.
you guys aren't asking him to leave the lobby. You're asking him to leave the parking lot.
I am asking him to leave the fenced-in part of the parking lot.
They were last.
All right.
and then the lobby,
That's it.
the lobby.
You guys have.
He's allowed to be in the lobby.
Yep.
Can you guys get a sign put up that says no unauthorized personnel?
I can.
That would eliminate this from happening
Okay.
next week,
I
right?
can do that.
Perfect.
Okay.
He has to, and I already talked to my head clerk up there, he has to stay behind the line, and he can't try to get any video of credit card transactions or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, if it was personal.
I found this thing about
Yeah.
was it the Office of Rights and Permissions. Did you
Yeah.
tell him about that, or
I did not.
okay? I don't know what it is. It's from the USPS website. I didn't have time to read it. I was trying to read it as I was driving.
I just asked him to leave the fenced-in area. I told him he could film from outside of the fence as much as he wanted.
How do you get in here?
He walked
It's
in.
it's
Oh,
open
it's
over
open
there.
back.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have to leave it open for our carriers and
Yeah.
couriers to bring mail back and forth.
Wasn't harassing anybody, or
No. It says no
I
loitering
feel
out there.
harassed
That's the
since
only.
he videoed me without my permission.
I get that. I get that.
But-
That's terrible.
I know.
No coarse language or any.
No.
Yeah. He seemed a little fired up, but I think he's geared up for an argument.
Oh yeah, he's
So
looking
he's-
for it.
He's
I just turned my
hoping.
back to him.
He's hoping for an argument. And that's. I mean, that is what it is. It gets more views.
Yep. Yep.
But I mean, ask for my name in bed. Here it is. Have a good day.
Looking for as a staff member
But
on the
if you
line
guys-
requesting if everything's
If somebody
okay
comes in and they're
there.
causing an issue, and you guys have to ask them to leave, it is public access, but there's federal guidelines in place for that reason.
For
Okay.
that reason.
Yeah. So, I guess he's saying something about written permissions, and he's like, he said, here's backup for somebody with a camera. We're not here for somebody with a camera, dude. We're here because we were told you were refusing to leave.
Yeah.
There's a
He
difference.
refused to leave.
Yeah.
But unless he edits it, like I said, I gave him permission to film outside of the gates. He just couldn't be back here for his safety. Because we have trucks moving in and out all day.
Do you know which vehicle he drove in?
I have
or did
no
he just
idea.
walk up? Okay.
I was back here when I saw him walking through the gates.
Okay. Well, if you guys get that sign put up, that'll help with that. There's no loitering. Just means don't stay in this area for too long.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll put a paper one up until I can get an official one.
Yeah.
All right, that'll work.
That'll
All
work.
right. Gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you. Number 14, we're okay.
No, I mean, don't give her my personal cell. That's what I'm saying. This is my phone. But yeah, I mean, if you want to give her my info, I'm Shane Adams, 1708, and we'd like to talk to you. Anderson.
I thought maybe, especially at the post office, I thought maybe it's tax season. I was thinking like somebody got some bad news from the IRS, or their taxes going to get sent, or we had, bad checks and stuff like that. So when it comes out here, that's what we're coming for. And so when I saw you with the GoPro, I was like, oh, okay. Like, it's something else.
You guys got your GoPros rolling?
Now,
really?
Your GoPro's a little better than ours.
Really?
Yeah. Probably has a lot better battery life.
Oh man.
Ours lasts for, what is it, about, if it's off, it'll last for like 12 hours.
Yeah.
But when it's running the whole time,
Yeah, you got a few hours. And you're done. Yep.
He's getting me that call number. Am I free to go?
Absolutely, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you're free. Free to go.
Did you
man.
let her know I can?
What number?
They need. What number is he getting on?
The call number. For
the call records.
Oh, for us.
Yeah.
What'd you tell?
What's that?
Did you tell her anything?
No.
Calmed her down?
No, we just listened to what she had to say.
You
That was
should
all.
know the poster 7 in there, so it's not gonna do. I think what she was upset about was I stepped through the back
Go back
where
there.
there's no signage. So maybe next time I show up, there'll be some signage. But still open to the public, because the public has to drop their mail off.
Well, now if they're back there and they do ask you to leave, I think you do have to leave if they have signage that says.
I left.
Yeah. Right. But I'm just saying.
She just got her feelings hurt. Human nature.
It's fair.
Fun?
What's your name? You want to give me your last name? Wayne. Kyle.
I think I gave you my name. Wayne?
Yep.
All right.
Good to see you,
All right.
Wayne. Try to have a good day.
Safe day.
Yeah. Have a pretty day, right?